Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
Hey there, I'm Ralph behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And Ralph, I don't know about you, but I really could use a drink.
You had me at whiskey.
So we're going to do a cocktail recipe, something classic, something that's been around for a long time, something I know that certainly I remember seeing my dad drink, and it's called a whiskey sour.
I think it's one of your favorites.
It is one of my favorites.
Or is it the old-fashioned? I get
well,
mixed up.
My go-to is an old-fashioned, but boy, I do like a nice whiskey sour from time to time. And it's a fairly simple recipe. It's a little sweet, it's a little sour, and so the sour comes from lemon juice.
Fresh lemon.
And yes, and the sweet comes from simple syrup. Okay, and then of course we got to have some whiskey. Now, a lot of people like to, in addition to the whiskey, the lemon juice, the simple syrup, they like to put an egg white in here.
Oh, wow.
I'm not doing that because, one, I don't have an egg. But you could. And what does the egg white do? The egg white helps to create sort of a foamy frothy top. It also tones down the lemon juice a little bit, I think. When you have it with an egg white, it seems to be less sour, less tart. So if you wanted to, you could do an egg white. Now, I'm going to make a double batch because
we're thirsty.
And I'm just not just drinking for one here. The cameraman's got to have his cocktail, and I don't know, maybe even my sister's around. She may want one. So, anyways.
So normally, would you make enough for one?
But I'm gonna give you the measurements for a single, and the recipe is below in the video. But I'm gonna double everything up. So, for example, we're gonna start with, for one of these, you want 2 ounces of whiskey. Now I'm going to pour 4 ounces, okay, because we're doubling up. Now, what kind of whiskey? You could use bourbon if you wanted to. You could use a rye whiskey. I like, the tradition anyways here in Michigan is to use a Canadian whiskey. Blended whiskey. Canadian Club, Seagram's VO, or Windsor Canadian. This was suggested to us by one of our food friends, Greg, and I think he said this was his dad's go-to whiskey. So anyways, but we're gonna put, all right, so 2 ounces of whiskey, although that's 4 ounces. And then you're gonna put in 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, okay? It does make a big difference here to use freshly squeezed lemon juice as opposed to the reconstituted, the kind that you buy in the bottle or in the little lemon plastic thing in the store, okay? So that would be 3/4 of an ounce. And then that's the sour. You're going to also put the same amount, 3/4 of an ounce. Now, of course, I'm pouring 1.5 ounces because I'm making 2 of simple syrup. And we've talked about simple syrup, and simple syrup here is basically water and sugar that's cooked on the stove, and then it's cooled. Okay, so it's basically sugar dissolved in water. Here we go. You can also buy it. I've seen that. All right. And again, if you were going to put an egg white in, you'd put it in at this point as well. Now we've got 2 rocks glasses here at the ready. I'm gonna get some ice cubes here and put those in. Okay. Then let's put our top on, and we're gonna shake vigorously for, I don't know, 15 seconds or so.
Tom Cruise in that movie Cocktail has nothing on you.
Well, I'm not going to do any fancy tricks here, but Okay. There we go. Now, we will then strain it into our, we have 2 rocks glasses that are iced. We're going to strain it in there. Okay. Now, garnish. You can garnish, you need to use a cherry, a maraschino cherry. You could use a lemon slice or an orange slice would also work. But because I was squeezing lemon juice for the recipe here, I had some lemon left over. So, Ralph, we are going to have a nice lemon garnish.
Lemon and cherry, so it's like the sweet and sour. So here's to our Cavalcade cocktail friends, the traditional classic
Whiskey sour.
sour. Here's mine, here's yours.
Good times and good health to all.
Wow. That goes down
Isn't that
easy.
nice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does have a really fun flavor, you know, with the sour and
But not too sour.
not too sour, but it's a fun thing. It's not, I don't want to say complex, but it's got stuff going on in there.
It does. And so this is really a classic drink. If you are having a party, you could certainly make a pitcher of these ready to go,
But
ready to pour.
Don't drink the pitcher by yourself, otherwise you'll end up like that.
Or you could make a punch bowl of these. How we doing there, Ralph?
Yes, I'm back on my feet.
Okay. I think the cameraman got a little tipsy. Gosh, you only had a sip of that.
I was trying to demonstrate what would happen if you drank a whole pitcher.
Okay. So, yes, you could make a pitcher. You could make a punch bowl full of this. It would be fun at a party.
Oh, yeah. You have a lot of old fun punch bowls.
Yes. We're going to do a punch bowl episode one of these days, and I'm trying to bring back the art of the party punch. So I think that's important. But anyways, thank you all for being a part of this Cavalcade cocktail episode, the classic whiskey sour. And here's to our food friends, Ralph.
And drink friends.
And drink friends.
Don't forget
the recipe is below
Yes.
the video.
Don't forget to share, subscribe, and
Like. And check out the website, cavalcadefood.com. And from Croswell, Michigan, we say cheers to y'all.
Salute.
And we'll see you again real soon here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.
L'chaim.